Gender-based violence has cost me my family. It costed me my job. It costed me my well-being. My dignity and my self-esteem came down because of GBV and SGBV.
Here in Nyalenda, mostly we find cases of SBVs such as defilement, rape, assault, and discrimination in terms of succession when it comes to wealth. Some people don't report because they are ignorant and there's fear and stigma. Some just wait until there's a third party or a second party who can push on their behalf.
Actually, there's a lot of SGBV in the informal settlement. And Nyalenda being one of the areas that is closest to this office, we've gotten quite a number of clients. And when we started working with Nyalenda Young Turks, we realized that we had done just quite a bit. So working with them has really brought so many survivors to us. And because of that, we decided to handle their psychosocial support for their survivors of SGBV.
Nyalenda Young Turks is a youth CBO that was started in 2020. Our main areas are on sexual and reproductive health, gender-based violence, that is an agenda, and then we have the climate change part of it. Nyalenda Young Turks came into partnership with KCDF. The funding was on the project AC, that is End SGBV Initiative. Mainly, we are looking on a free and a conducive environment for young women and youths. And again, we are advocating on the policies to be implemented on SGBV within Kisumu County. It was a national threat. As per previous data from the health department and the county government, we saw like the number was very high. So we were looking on how to reduce this number and make the community safe for both young and teenage girls and women.
I became a survivor of GBV after a realization that I was facing some of the challenges in my life. I got married to a policeman. At times I would leave the house and go to work, and then after some few minutes, he was in school looking for me, just to confirm if I was in school. Everybody was telling me, even my colleagues, this man will kill you one day. Please stop him, don't let him come to school, things like that.
Okay, nikapatana na we wife, we get married and we start the new life. So huko baadaye ameanza maneno ya kutuzi, hiyo maneno ya disability yangu. I am not the right person to be married. There is somebody who was supposed to marry her.
So since Nyalenda Young Turks work within Kisumu sub-counties, I'm able to work with them closely. During sensitization, if I organize SGBV meeting, I have to include them because they offer psychosocial support and also legal support to the survivors.
We sensitize the community about sexual gender-based violence issues and GBV because we came to realize those were common cases that were happening in the community, and most of the people were losing life. I advocate for their rights, and I make sure that the sexual gender-based survivors get justice at the end of the day. I also help the sexual gender-based survivors through counseling and also help in referral pathways.
We are linking them for training so that this training can help them on capacity building and how to come up with a plan on their survival so that they don't depend on support from anywhere else, but they can support themselves all through.
KCDF being a community foundation, we focus on providing communities with not only capacity support, but also grants. that enable them to live out their desired intentions around development. Also looking at how can we ensure sustainable development in Kenya.
So at the community level, the Giving for Change program is implemented using the community of practice model. This is a network of civil society actors at the grassroots level. One unique thing about Nyalenda Young Turks is that it is a youth-led organization which is operating within a slum. The work that they are doing is very critical within their context because there's a high rate of sexual and gender-based abuse within slum areas. They have been able to establish a need and engage the county in addressing issues of gender-based violence and also addressing the bottlenecks within the gender policy for the county.
We now have the SGBV review committee. Through the technical working group, we are now able to have the cases and push for the cases to be handled in a faster way.
When I came to Nyalenda Young Turks, I found a group of survivors. I had stories of different people. I was engaged into several mentorship programs, so I felt like I was somehow relieved.
With Nyalenda Young Turks, I have really enjoyed a good life because whenever they have any forum, they must call me as a person with disabilities to have one partner with them so that the meetings they go, I can just share with them. I could not be able to talk during that time. Being well educated, I can stand up and talk on behalf of Nyalenda Young Turks.
If I look at those women, I can see that there is impact because they've also empowered them economically. Some are doing business, some they've decided to give them sewing machines so that if they didn't have any income, they can now, through the sewing machines, those who knows how to sew, they can sew and they get income.
The funding of KCDF has really helped us to achieve this in the community.
In our group for Nyalenda Young Turks survivors, we do table banking, savings and loaning. So that is where I got the money that I started my businesses with.
So now I can count about 180 beneficiaries of our psychosocial support, but for the community we've done quite a number of people. Let me say 500 and above.
So one of the key things around the Giving for Change program is we want to do development differently. We do not want to always, for instance, as KCDF, be the drivers of development at the local level. We want the communities at the local level to really be the drivers of that.
Nyalenda Young Turks has been like my mother and father. I'm in the process of healing. I'm good. I'm not like I was in the past.
Kwangu niliamua kuendelea na maisha yangu nikuwe tu kama at least niko na nafuu. From there I will get somebody ule ataamua kuishi na mimi, ndio nitachukua tu kama bibi yangu, si ile hasira niliona.
I would advise anybody facing any forms of GBV and SGBV to come out, share your stories. By speaking out or letting another person know your story, you can get helped easily more than just being quiet about it.